My background is in technology. And as John mentioned, this is a story about some hardware. My background is in software. This is kind of a talk about the story of why this board costs $5 million and the idiocy that went into making that happen. I would say 99.9% of that being my fault, but I do want to take it as an opportunity to share some lessons learned that I had and maybe some asks of the embedded and hardware space. So as I go into this, I'll tell you a little bit first about Deep Sentinel. We are a startup. We're a Series B company. We just closed our Series B. We have about 15 million in ARR. We're growing about 100% year over year. The goal of the talk, though, is to talk about what happens if you take somebody who thinks they're a generally incredibly intelligent software engineer, and then you say, hey, go build this thing in the hardware world. And what are all of the mistakes that I did in that process? And I'd like to believe that I am a reasonably intelligent person bringing this forward to you guys. And so I will hopefully be able to share lessons learned that don't just sound like total idiot kind of jumping through the hoops here. And that's everything from our very first iteration all the way through to where we are today. In terms of what my goal is coming out of this would be, I would love to share, again, especially for those of you who have lived in the hardware world your entire time, the perspective of an outsider coming in and how incredibly difficult it was to get to my very first product. As I shared with you, that was about $5 million of pretty much just wasted money. The way my investors described it is a tuition for me, and I thank them incredibly much for that. I thought Stanford was expensive, but apparently there are even more expensive forms of education out there.